Hi everyone. So I'm currently now 1 year after a L4-5 lumbar microdiscectomy, and today just completed my first sprint triathlon. It was one of my goals. Once I realised I could no longer play hockey, I decided that I needed to take up a new sport, and triathlon seemed like the best way to go. So today's event was a 700 metre swim, 20 kilometre bike ride and a 5 kilometre run. Did pretty well actually, and afterwards, I don't feel sore. My back's a little stiff, but that's something that will go away with stretching and just looking after myself. So I haven't done a video for about 6 months, and in that time I have gradually increased my training load with my swimming, my bike riding and my running. With the bike riding, I went and got a new bike, a road bike, carbon fibre and a shock absorber seat. Just trying to take as many precautions as I can to make sure not too much force is going through my back when I'm bike riding. I got it fitted by a physio, and we ended up putting me in a more of an upright position on my bike, just to gradually get me used to being in that sort of bent over flex position like you are on the bike all the time. Yeah, after bike rides, I'm generally a bit stiff when you stand up, but I think that's normal for most bike riders anyway, from being in that position for quite a long time. But it hasn't really affected my back. I don't have any leg symptoms. I have had a couple of leg symptoms on and off over the last 6 months, but for me I found out that it's related to the amount of sitting that I do, and if I sit with bad posture or on couches where you really slump down, but as soon as I sort of correct my posture, avoid sitting as much as I can, then that leg pain tends to go away. That's probably about the only sort of setback I've had. I'm still doing my Pilates once or twice a week, depending on work and other things, and for me that seems to be the best ongoing rehabilitation option, and I really enjoy it, and it's a really good workout. And I do it locally in Launceston and do an hour session once a week, twice a week, and done. So the only thing I have noticed now after surgery and my body's getting back into being competitive with sport is that I get really, really tight hamstrings, calves and butt muscle. So I'm consistently stretching them a couple of times a day, and it's something I need to be very aware of, because sometimes if my butt muscle gets really knotted up, I get that leg symptom as well. But as soon as I release all those knots over a 2 to 3 days time, that leg symptom tends to go away. So sometimes the leg symptoms, as I've found, are related to your back, or can be related to muscles a bit further down your leg. So it's good to figure out what's going on before you have a bit of a panic that it's your back. I'm back doing manual handling work. I'm currently working as a physio assistant at the hospital just before I graduate. When I become a full qualified physio, I'll be handling patients, and it's something I do need to be aware of, more so than other people in the profession, but so far so good. I haven't had any issues with it at all. Yeah. So with the training, it was essentially everything was just a slow build up. Started running 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, making sure that I felt good afterwards. Same with the bike riding, starting with 10 minutes. The swimming, I think I started with 6 laps. I was doing 6 laps and then would increase it by a couple of laps every time I went, until I virtually got up to, I do now hour sessions 2 to 3 times a week, and I actually find swimming really nice for my back. I don't get any issues from it, and it's a really good workout for your core as well. And that's about it. So this is now the ending of one chapter of my life, and this will be my last post. It's now, I think, 12 months on. This is something that I now need to let go of and move on from and start living my life again. So, if you have any questions, send me an email. I'm more than happy to reply. I know it's a pretty scary thing, and whether you're going to get back to what you call normal, but it is doable, and I've done it. And I just wanted to tell people that it is doable, and the thing to remember when you're doing it is just do everything really gradually, small little steps. Listen to your protocol, post-surgery protocol, and don't mess with it. Don't try and push it too much. I did that once, and it set me back weeks, whereas if I just stuck to the protocol. So don't push your rehab. Nice and easy. Listen to what your body is saying. And that's pretty much just my advice from the whole experience. So best of luck, everyone. So I'll see you around.